Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I wasn't going to make any more, but I started playing around with this vent cover again tonight. And I did use my macro from Macro Monster, the E-Cuts, and it gave me a pretty nice pattern of random circles. And this is really easy to use, so select your deal. I'll go open the E-Cuts, go down to Effects, fill with circles. We're going to have 2-inch circles down to 1/4-inch circles, the step count of 10, minimum distance of 0.1/5 of an inch. It did it that quick to make random circles. So we're going to use the random circles in our drawing tonight. And how we're going to do this, we're going to do like we've done before, make a 15 by 15 box. We are going to use our friend, the 3-point line. One of my favorite drawing tools. If you don't use it, you need to start using it. Go from that node to that node and just kind of curve it inward. Control D and make a duplicate and then mirror it. And then holding down the control button. Now, if you want it in the center, you could group these for a second. Control G, select everything and go C, E, put in the center. Now we're going to use the circles on the outside, so we're going to fill that in. I'm going to set my nudge factor on 20 inches. And I'm going to nudge this guy out of the way. I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to open up the contour docker. I'm going to contour to the inside 1/2 inch. I'm going to go to Object, Control, Contour Apart, R, Control K. I'm going to nudge this over. Don't ever move that. Move your circles. Use your intersect tool and move that over. It really works good because it's taking away that line. You don't have to have a double line there when we're doing this. So we'll do the other side real quick. Left click, right click, left click, no fill, right click, outline. Go to the contour, you already got it open. Control K to break it apart. Grab the inside one, move it over, and just do this randomly. I don't really like that circle right in the corner, but that doesn't really matter. And then move that over. Now for the inside, we're going to do a little bit different. We're not even going to use any of this stuff. So we'll just get it out of the way. We're going to use the Smart Fill tool to fill in that center part. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to left click, right click. I don't need the contour window anymore. And there's a lot of ways you could do this. You could blend it, but a lot of times I have found that the blend will cause leaks. So we're going to use our 3-point curve line. Didn't mean to do that. And if you notice, I have a hotkey that puts everything in the corner when I press the escape key. Back up one more time. There's our box. Let's zoom in. Use our 3-point line, curve line. Go from there to there and just kind of curve it up. I don't want it on the very bottom, so I'm going to take my nudge factor to 0.25. I'm going to nudge it up. I don't want it on the bottom. Now you could use the blend tool here, but a lot of times I've found I've had leaks when I use the blend tool on something like this. Control D and move it up, depending on how fast your computer is, depending on how fast you could Control D. Now we're going to get about halfway and it's going to stop because my computer's old. And get about right there, and then we're going to Control D and make a duplicate holding down the control button, and then we can move these up just a hair. Kind of get a neat effect. I'm going to set my nudge factor back to 20 inches. I'm going to get my Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in and I'm going to nudge it over. Every other one. And what is so neat about this, we're not going to have any double lines to remove. You could actually do that one, but I wouldn't. And I really shouldn't probably put it in there. Tell you what, let's nudge them over again. because it'll be a lot easier to get rid of the lines. And I might have missed one or two and skipped. I was going pretty fast. Now let's left click, right click, and get our outline. Let's go ahead and make it red so they look the same. Now we can get rid of this item, and we'll nudge this over, and voila, when we fill this in with a color, you'll see that it could be a vent cover because everything on the outside is solid. Pretty neat effect. Now, if you're going to cut that out, you need the cut lines, but if you're not, right click and have no outline. That would be hard to reproduce that quick any other way. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.